Welcome to the Warrior's Garden. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you all my unpopular opinion of why you shouldn't be boycotting T-Rex Arms necessarily at this point. Let's do our scripture reading, and then we'll talk about it. Today's verse comes from Matthew 9:13. But go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice, for I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners. All right, guys, I know some of you probably are already angrily typing in the comments about how dumb I am based on my thumbnail, but hear me out. Let me explain myself. Share your thoughts in the comments still, but let me share why I'm thinking what I think. So let me start by saying that I am on Lucas's side in all of this from what I understand and what I gather from the information provided to us as the onlookers to this situation. So I've watched Lucas's video, I've watched T-Rex's video, I've watched the interview with Brandon, read as much as I can, and I am on Lucas's side. From what I understand, and I get that there's two sides to every story, but I think that from what I hear and what makes sense to me, Lucas's story seems to be what makes the most sense to me and how things probably did actually play out. And all things considered, it's very unfortunate. I have literally grown up watching T-Rex Arms, watching Lucas Botkin, and it really stinks to see this happen. I have brothers. This would be a terrible thing, and it is a terrible thing. But I don't think you should boycott T-Rex Arms. And comments on videos right now, and a lot of other YouTubers are basically just saying, screw T-Rex Arms, for lack of a better term. But I don't think that's what we should do as the consumer and as Christians. So here's my thoughts on why. Number one, T-Rex Arms has done a ton of good for the gun community and the civilian firearms market and for the Second Amendment. And I know that a lot of that has been pushed, at least from what we see, by Lucas. Obviously, he started the company, he's the face of the company, he's brought us gear and all that good stuff, and he has promoted all of what we see with the company. But all that being said, T-Rex Arms can still do good in the community and can still push a pro-Second Amendment and pro-civilian firearm market without Lucas. And although that might not look the same and might not be as good or might not be what we're used to, they still have a big platform and can still make a big difference and push for good things to happen within the gun market and within the Second Amendment realm of politics. And in a world right now where the Second Amendment is so heavily under attack by the left, I don't think it does us any good to try and destroy a company that overall, from what we know and have known for years, is fighting for a good cause and does, generally speaking, from what we know, have good values and morals. Again, some of the morals and values and questionable stuff we'll get into in a minute, but I just don't see any positivity really coming out of it, of us just saying, you know what, I'm never going to buy T-Rex Arms stuff again. I hope you guys crash and burn. There's still good that can come from them. And on top of that, their products are still good. All the products they're selling right now, as far as we know, again, are curated by Lucas, whether it be holsters or nylon or plate carriers, whatever. It's still his product right now. Granted, quality control might crash and burn and they might start making garbage. Who knows? But as of right now, at this moment, the product is still good. If you need a good appendix carry holster, or you need a good plate carrier, or you need a good chest rig or whatever, they're still making a good product. And I get not wanting to support them from what's going on and what we understand. I fully understand that. And if you choose not to, great. But I don't think you're doing anything wrong by purchasing something from them. They're still good people that work there. And again, it's generally speaking, a good company. We've all thought highly of them, or at least a lot of us have, for a long time. So, and my second point, getting off on that, every single one of us has consumed something from a company and continue to consume things from companies with poor morals and poor values that have way worse things happen. Again, not making light of Lucas's situation, but have way worse things happen all the time, but they're swept under the rug, and we as the consumer never hear about it. Now, do I think that makes this situation any better? No. But we only know about all this because Lucas and T-Rex Arms and Brandon have shared about this. This could have been swept under the rug, and we could have never known, and would have gone on with life as it was, right, with T-Rex Arms. But this has been made known to us, and we're privy to a lot of the information. And that's why we're able to react like a lot of people are reacting in frustration and stuff. But if this wouldn't have been shared, all of us would have continued to consume from TRX Arms as we had. And again, that doesn't make the situation any better. But how many of us actually really dig into every company we buy things from? And not just the gun world, but day-to-day life. How many of us really look into what we're buying and who we're buying it from, and if they have good morals and values and ethics and all of that? My third point, kind of branching off of this, is TRX Arms is run by human beings, sinful human beings who have fallen short of the glory of God. The company is going to have issues because of that. Does it make it right? Absolutely not. Hopefully, inside of TRX Arms and with Lucas, things get rectified, and ultimately, hopefully, the people in the situations that need to repent before the Lord do so. But we can show forgiveness, I guess, on our side, even though I don't feel wronged. Hopefully, you guys don't feel wronged either. But we can show mercy, I guess, probably the better word, and continue to support a company that's trying to do good as far as we understand and know. We can continue to support them. And I think that is the right thing to do ultimately. Again, I understand people's frustration. I understand not wanting to buy anything from them. I do get that. And I plan to follow Lucas with wherever he goes. You know, if he continues to make good products at new companies, I plan to support that. But I just can't get behind the idea of all of a sudden that TRX Arms is now a terrible, evil company. They made a mistake, and that happens. It doesn't make it right, but it happens. Quick interruption, guys. If you are current or former military personnel and want to win some free stuff, I am doing a huge giveaway here on the channel to thank you all for your service. July 4th, I'll be announcing 3 winners. To be entered, all you have to do is comment on one video that I post between yesterday, June 10th, and July 3rd, and be subscribed to the Warriors Garden. Comment what branch of the military you're in or something along those lines, guys, and you'll be entered. I'm giving away a Core Essentials everyday carry belt. I'm giving away protein powder, a year-long subscription to Mountain Tough, pepper spray, all sorts of cool stuff, guys. And I'm picking 3 winners who are going to get a good prize package put together. All the rules for the giveaway will be in the description below, along with what I'm giving away. I'll also link a video if it lets me above with the official video letting you guys know about the giveaway. So anyhow, back to the video. The next point I want to talk about is really more of just me assuming, but so take it for what it's worth. I don't think Lucas wants TRX Arms to crash and burn, and I don't think he wants all the people there to crash and burn. He made it very clear in his video that he's not burning all of his stuff from TRX. He might still continue to purchase products from them in the future. And his favorite part of working there over the last 10 years, whatever, 15 years, is the people. Obviously, he's had some issues with the upper management and his brothers and his brother-in-law. But he said himself his favorite part of working there has been the people. And I just cannot imagine that he wants us as the consumer to stop purchasing products entirely and just toss them under the bus. That puts all those people out of a job if TRX actually goes under, and it hurts the bottom man first, and primarily hurts them. And I also can't imagine that he wants the company that he founded and put years of his life into to just be gone. As frustrated as I'm sure he is with it right now, and as angry as he is with it, I just can't imagine. Again, maybe he does want this happen. And if you do, Lucas, and you happen to see this video, let us know, I guess. But I just can't imagine that as a Christian man, that's what he wants. I've never been in this situation. I'd like to hope and think that if I was, it wouldn't be what I would want either as a Christian. He says he's forgiven them, and he doesn't want this to drag on. He wants to move on and move forward from it. So I'd have to imagine that he wants TRX to continue. Obviously, he would have rather have it continued with him. That's why he tried to buy the other owners out, but that's not what the Lord ultimately had planned. That's not what happened. So, you know, the situation is super unfortunate. I think TRX needs to make a public statement or a public apology or some form of a statement to mend the situation, not only to their consumers, but also to Lucas. And then also behind closed doors, obviously, whoever's wronged each other, that needs to be mended. Hopefully Lucas and his brothers can figure things out. Again, I have brothers. This would be a horrible situation to be in. But I don't know, guys. I just don't think we should be boycotting TRX Arms right now. They are a good company overall, I think, as far as I understand. Again, they made a mistake, but they've done a lot of good, and hopefully they'll continue to do a lot of good and continue to bring good products. And again, who knows? Maybe their products just go right out the window. Without Lucas, maybe the whole thing does crash and burn on its own. But I don't think it should crash and burn because all of us say, screw you guys, I'll never buy another one of your products because you've wronged your creator, the creator of the company. Again, we're all sinful. We've all made mistakes, and you can do what you want. If you don't want to support T-Rex Arms anymore, I understand that. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, you're an idiot. I understand that. I'm frustrated with the way things are going too, because again, I've grown up watching Lucas and I enjoyed it, but also we might have a lot of good come from this. Who knows what the companies are? I know he mentioned like a clothing company being one of the things he's doing, and a range company, but other than that, like, he's mentioned he's trying to do 4 new companies. We might get a lot of good from this and still have the good of T-Rex Arms. So I don't know, guys. I just there's a lot of comments that just are so filthy and angry right now, and a lot of hate that I think is misplaced. So I don't know. Share your thoughts below. Let me know what you guys think. Um, I'm curious. If I'm an idiot, let me know, I guess. But I just don't. I don't think trying to end T-Rex Arms is the right move on our part as a consumer. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys liked the video, obviously stick around for more content. I always have stuff coming out. And I appreciate you guys sticking around. I have an Instagram, so if you want to figure out, or you want to see when videos are going to be released and what they're going to be, I always post it first on Instagram. It's just the Warriors Garden YT. And yeah, I have a second channel too, The Warriors Life. So if you want to see more behind the scenes stuff and just more stuff that I do outside of the gun and Christianity and politics world, follow me there. Again, The Warriors Life. This is all in the bio of this YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.